Hi, everybody. It is now the weekend. And of course, the weekend in an online format is substantially less exciting than the weekend when you actually go to work or when you go to school. But, for those of you who can enjoy a weekend, who have most of their assignments in, I would encourage you to take a little bit of time away and then come back at it with some energy. Maybe not the full weekend, but at least a few hours. I plan to do the same thing. I want to give you an update. Before that, first of all, Units 2 and 3 can be viewed. There should be very few changes to that after today. If anything, we won't be adding assignments. We'll be taking assignments away. But troubleshoot it, take a look. If you want to work ahead, go for it. And send me an email if you see anything that looks peculiar. Unit 1 draw boxes begin to close on Tuesday. That would just be the first assignment in the Dropbox. That will close on Tuesday, and then each subsequent Dropbox will close a week after it was originally due. So just take a look at those due dates. Incidentally, some people have handed in things a few hours late, which doesn't matter at all, as I've explained before. But sometimes, because it doesn't matter at all, wasn't very specific with the time, so it will say that you're 2 hours late when you hand it in at like 11:43 a.m. because I just put the time at 9:45 randomly in the morning, which is kind of careless on my part, but also it just doesn't matter, so ignore it. My weekend advice I kind of gave you already. I would suggest you take some time to yourself. It's a pretty big sprint anyways to get this stuff done. If you can take some time away, that's great. I will not be online as much, but I will definitely still be checking it daily, probably late at night based on my current schedule. And if you need anything, you should still get a response within, I'd say, 12 to 24 hours over the weekend. And I will also try to get most things marked. Generally speaking, I'm less than 24 hours behind, except if you resubmit. When you resubmit, I take the liberty of being slightly longer in my delivery. Okay. MLA style and citation. Okay, this is the standard citation that we use in English. If you don't know where it is, you can go to this resource right here. I can also show you that. Let me see. No, there it is. Okay, looks a little like this. MLA Formatting and Style Guide. It gives you everything that you need to know. Look, Formatting and Style Guide. In-text citations, formatting quotations, endnotes, footnotes, basic format, electronic sources, which is what you're using. It just answers all your questions. It's easy to get in the habit of doing. It saves you a lot of trouble later on. I haven't insisted on it for that first unit, but it's going to start to mean something. And really, look at it in terms of style too, because that's how I want you to submit your essays. A lot of people are just putting them in RTF form, no spacing. Just standardize your assignments. It's easier to use. Okay. Plagiarism. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you what D2L looks like from my end, okay? And this is not to scare anybody. We just want to make sure that you're not plagiarizing, because in general you will be caught, and I'll show you why you will be caught. Not because I particularly know how you write or what it should look like, but if I go to a Dropbox assignment, okay, and I look at, let's say, the essays that just came in, okay, I will see next to everybody's assignment these different percentages, okay? And the blue is a good thing and the red is a bad thing. Now, in these cases, red is not a bad thing, because if you can take a look at them, it looks like these are checklists. And checklists, of course, are going to be plagiarized because they're not your own writing. But if you hand in an essay and it looks like 85%, then when I click on that 85%, Turn It In pops up, and Turn It In, oh, I have to agree to this, will load the document and tell me exactly where this is found on the internet. Which is kind of crazy, but it's true. That's how D2L works. So if you're taking full sentences from any page on the internet, whether that's Wikipedia or a much more obscure page, it will probably be able to track it. Okay, it's not a challenge. I'm not telling you to try to beat and fool D2L or turn it in, but it's a reality. Okay. Common troubleshooting problems so far I've seen. For the most part, people are doing fantastic work. Polish your work, aim for perfection, spell check, spacing, and depth. Right? In English, what we're often looking for is a little bit more depth than in grade 10, a lot of critical awareness, and the critical awareness usually shows by having an analysis, which are thoughts that you've come up with expressed in your own words, but which then are justified or explained based on reference examples to the text. Okay? I don't think I need to say too much more than that right now. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Keep the questions coming, and enjoy the beautiful weather while we have it.